last year's 3-2 game. I like Auburn at home. They played a really good second half last week. They'll use that momentum again. I'll take Auburn.
A different kind of Mississippi State and Auburn game. This year, State will be in the spread, but I think the running game proves to be the difference as it has so many times before. Go with Auburn.
I think Auburn's going to have a little bit tougher time running their offense this week, but Mississippi State's just not very good, so I'll pick Auburn in a 14-10 type game.
Last year, these two teams played to a very interesting 3-2 game last year. This year, expect both teams to score a heck of a lot more points. Both offenses are vastly improved. Auburn's offense is just a little better. Expect
Battle of Cal College is going to go with the home team. Auburn's going to win.
Alabama coming off its big win. Florida International was open last week. They got to study a little bit more. All the studying in the world isn't going to help them. They're not good enough to beat Alabama.
This will be a game for Alabama just to correct some mistakes, and they didn't have a lot of them last Saturday night, but they can work on some things and roll with ease. Go with Alabama.
It should be no problem for Alabama, no matter who has the flu. Pick the Tide.
After a hard-earned victory over Virginia Tech last week, Nick Saban won't let the Tide let down. They shouldn't have too many problems with the Panthers.
Really? Who do you think I'm going to pick? Alabama's going to win this one.
Trojans had a disappointing open to the season last week. Things certainly don't get easier in the swamp. I'll take the Gators.
Troy really needs to put up a fight, and I think they will in Gainesville. I think they were a little embarrassed in the way they played in their opener. But, of course, Florida's just way too powerful for the Trojans. Go with Florida.
Florida's the #1 team in the country for a reason, and I'm pretty sure they will show it on Saturday.
A week after a disappointing performance at Bowling Green, the Trojans merely have the task of facing the defending national champions, #1 ranked Florida Gators. Troy will have a better performance, but it's not going to be nearly enough against Tim Tebow and the Gators.
Again, who do you think I'm going to pick in this one? Florida's going to win.
Best game of the weekend right here in the Horseshoe. I'll take the men of Troy, the bad men of Troy, coming east and beating Ohio State.
A real test here for USC. I think Ohio State will give them a tough game, but I got to go with the Trojans. Go with USC.
The Big Ten is overrated, and I'm very certain that USC will go into the shoe and come out with a big win.
The Buckeyes survived a scare from Navy last week. They'll have to play a whole lot better against USC. USC, though, has too many weapons and should win this one, even though it will be close for a while.
Well, since Ohio State almost didn't beat Navy, I don't think they're going to stand a chance against Southern Cal. Look for Southern Cal to win pretty big.
It won't be as easy as most folks think. Still, I like LSU just on physical ability and being at home enough to knock off Vanderbilt. Vandy will make it close.
This is a game LSU better be ready for. I think Vanderbilt's a much better team than they've been in the past, but I think LSU finds a way to win at home. Go with LSU.
I think LSU should have no problem holding off Vanderbilt at home.
Vanderbilt competed with the big boys last year and made it to a bowl game for the first time in 3 decades. We'll have to go down the bayou this week, and that's no easy task. LSU should prevail.
Again, why are we picking this one? I don't know. It's kind of obvious. LSU's going to win this one easily.